recording. Oh. Okay, hello whoever might see this, I doubt anyone will. Got a few nutty delusions which will help, or maybe just piss you off and you'll go around in circles in your head. Okay, so what do I think's really going on when it comes to the viruses? Okay, so it's said that the SARS virus came from cats and stuff, and that new virus, it's only been with us for like just under a month. Corona and some other stupid one, some name of something or other, COVID. Anyway, why is it Y19? It's like, yeah, nah. Everyone says yeah, nah now. I've got a lamp behind my head, but it looks like it's attached to my head, right? So it's not a crown. But anyway, I reckon, this is my theory, and you can boo-boo it or whatever, but so there's that guy that looks after the Tesla things, and he was making these nano creatures they're like bugs, bacteriums that are like bugs, and he's releasing them. And they were supposed to be able to chew up all the carbon in the air. So what's the byproduct of that? Okay, say they succeed in getting a lot of the carbon out of the air. What does that leave? Either it's only hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so we actually need carbon dioxide in our breathing a little bit. But if they've taken all of that out and there's only oxygen rich, then if there's any fire, like what's happening in Australia before, it will be fueled greatly. What else might be happening in the world? So that's just one thing to think of. We could die of oxygen inhalation, so they tell us to stay inside and we'll wait this virus out. But it's not really a virus. Well, it's like a virus that will get in you because it will try to find the carbon dioxide in you and eat you from the inside out. People get to these ventilator machines and they get heaps more air in them. But they found out that the too much air was the problem. Okay, so another thing that I had before in my head, I don't know where that's gone to, because my head was so filled up with what I was just saying. But the river of life. Around the world around the equator there is a river that comes from a pole, probably the South Pole, and feeds to all around the world. But they said that it's getting warm. Recently it's been getting warm, and so much that the problem is germs in particular multiply in warm temperatures. And so the river of life is very big, like a belt wrapped around the waist of the earth. And if it gets too warm, germs will grow. And it will throw a river of germs around the world. So that's what they fear. So they want us to lock in. And they'll give us all the food we need to live, so mankind can live. But we have to watch out, because also we're falling into the negative phase. Now that we're in New Zealand, and anywhere else that's falling into it, falling into the autumn phase. So we've been dressing lightly. A lot of kids are just stupid in the head. They aren't really teaching about having your vitamin C, but they were saying, yes, you need your vitamin C to drive away sickness. But the thing is, what vitamin C really does is it heals you. So why do people get told that you should smoke if you want to live long? The answer is the river of life is also mixed with those carbon destroyers. So we need to consume cigarettes way more than before, because cars are becoming electric and clean, and there's not enough carbon dioxide in the world to keep us dying that we may live, if that makes any sense. So we need to be dying, we need to smoke, we need all the poisons which make us beautiful, because flowers depend on those poisons to make nectar, same as us. We've got to have our potatoes because they're deadly nightshade related. We've got to have our mushrooms. We've got to have, they will rise in the dead season. So the moon has many seasons, and also the earth shifts away from the sun. The sun used to give us heaps and heaps of energy, but what's going on soon? Well, there will be no ice at the poles, and they will be shifted to somewhere else. So, in saying that, there's also going to be a lot of death coming from overheating. So we will probably see a lot of ice thrown towards us as they destroy the ice shelf for the remaining of the mining gold. But the only thing is that come April, it's going to be a hell on wheels, man, because pure germs are going to be going around. The river of life will be a river of death, like the Dead Sea became. But in saying that, there's some very mineral salt in the Dead Sea. So it could be that the river of life might turn into a crystal sea. Parts of the earth might get flooded in different directions, different angles, and different results. Everyone's moving away from China simply because they know that the ancient places are drying up. And a lot of Italians have been destroyed by a so-called virus. And the virus is really a virus that destroys all the carbon dioxide. So for fuck's sake, lock yourself up, smoke a lot of cigarettes. Don't let the oxygen eaters eat all the oxygen in your room, carbon dioxide in your house. Because if you've got too much carbon dioxide, then you've got a paradise. But if you've got too much oxygen, you will die from it. Same as too much carbon dioxide. So you need a CO2 detector and oxygen detector. Find out what the mix is in your house. Try to keep it balanced. Do not let one get bigger than the other, and you'll be okay. Make sure you smoke to get enough carbon dioxide in your body. If you go outside, that's okay, because there's carbon dioxide in a thin amount. But if the cleanerist heads have their way, and that we can't have carbon dioxide polluting cars, how on earth are we even going to be safe to breathe that stuff? We need that stuff. We need it a lot. We need air and oxygen. Oh, that's oxygen. Air and carbon dioxide. If we don't have the mixture, a good balance there. So why are people fearing all these things? Well, it's actually a pile of bullshit. In the Bible, God said, let there be a firmament. What does that mean? He separated the space from the liquids, the night from the day, the carbon from the hydrogen. Okay, so that means that there's a freshwater side, and there's a carbonation side, and they mix. So before you go fearing all this bullshit about people being able to make up nanos, know that all nanos clump, and sooner or later they'll just become rocks. And then they try to say that they've come up with a nano that can get rid of carbon dioxide. No, they're making it into solids because they want to make diamonds and oils. So it's kind of bullshit. They're forcing it to clump. It's not really doing much. You can use electrodes to do the very same thing. It's not the end of the world. There is no super virus. People just get a bit sneezy. And it might be because of mining. mining and knocking off the ice shelf. See, is someone deliberately trying to set fire to the world? Is there someone deliberately trying to keep it warm? So they say we should go to electric cars. Maybe we should. But we need to make sure that there's carbon dioxide. So burn up your coal fires if you can. And also just trust that there's a God and He knows what He's doing. Don't be afraid.